Okay, so where are we going now? Oh, I just have to go to the lobby, apparently.
You sure you okay, CLG?
Yeah, you know me.
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little, but I'll be back to normal in no time.
I am so gonna get fired.
Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
Yeah, I mean, he had a prisoner get hacked to pieces in one of his cells. You think, maybe there'd be some accountability there? Oh, my, inventory's full. Oh, yeah. If you were wondering, you can accept free quests at the bulletin board. They get cash and items. These are basically a bunch of side quests that you can do. And you get, like, whatever the reward is. So, $20 for doing that. Doing this one. A low-quality bead for doing this quest. They aren't worth it in the slightest. Oh. Wah, 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 wah. Ungan. Gotta get us another oracle, huh?
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world. Do you comprehend the oracle?
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept. Do you think we're crazy for believing everything that skeletal gentleman says?
I mean, he's been right so far, to be fair.
No, we're not crazy. Not one bit. This is our destiny, that's all. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zach.
Oracle decryption start.
The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember?
This
Young Guns,
is the Deep South.
1988. directed by Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Oh, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that.
I like young guns.
It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol up to the sky, then slowly pulling the trigger, kind of sounds like the start to a race. Don't you agree, Zach?
Well, it can't be any of these, right? I mean, I have no idea what goes on at this farm.
Bingo, Zach.
Okay, it's a farm, I guess.
We're currently running a race here. And the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at Heaven. In other words, the person who first discovered the body. According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer. He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zach, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules.
Ah.
Any more objections, Zach? Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier. There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds, especially in a small town like this. I'm sure
Hotel.
you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zach. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel.
Well, a hallway of
Come on,
beds.
who would ever use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what country you're in. Disinfectant, jars of medicine, white
Oh,
smocks. That's right.
hospital.
It's a place where people dress in all white. And this town doesn't have any labs in it, which means there can only be one answer.
Which is a church, right? Because they have a clinic?
You never disappoint me, Zach. It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white. It's definitely a white hall where people are invited into beds. You always manage to impress me with your intuition. I'm really counting on you here, Zach, and I know I'll always be able to.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hoongan while I waited for you.
Hoongan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Yes, he's been helping us solve the case, essentially.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
Absolutely.
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner, not even in the entire FBI.
That's why my partner's a 10-year-old girl.
That's not true. I always work together with Zach.
Oh, right. Zach. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
Okay, we gotta go to the church, and we gotta go to the farm. Drop a save. I see the loading screen change colors in between episodes. It was all dark, and now the sun's kind of coming up a little bit. It's a nice touch. Uh-oh.
How's your mama? So, you're that hotshot FBI agent I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
I came to claim the body of my daughter. My daughter, who was murdered in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
PJ Clarkson.
Zach, I wasn't expecting to run into the final boss this early. You must be the head of the Clarkson family, PJ Clarkson. And you've come to claim the body of Galena Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct?
Might
Where did
have
you
worded
learn
that a little
Galena had
different,
been
but
murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
This is Luke Corey. And I am PJ Clarkson. There ain't a single thing I don't know about this town.
I see. So then you must also know about the Severed Roots ritual.
damn, he's
I
a
have
big
question
man.
for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that possibility any consideration?
Listen up, you FBI piece of shit. You better watch your manners around my paw.
Shut up,
Else.
Daniel.
But sir,
Oh. Put in his place.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter both ran away and never came back to me. The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena. Then she done married Daniel here into the family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything. Well, aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is. You understand me, FBI?
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother. We're leaving, Daniel.
what? But my treasure.
Okay, I'll go.
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time. Once you finish that autopsy and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
They're phenomenal, Patty. So perfectly rural.
This really is the deep
Ominous
south.
statements, foul-mouthed insults. This town possesses a complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
So, Agent York, what's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake my resolve. I intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to either the home of the person who discovered Lisa's body or to the town's medical facility. Well, Zach, what do you think?
Well, the church is closer, I think. Man, PJ Clarkson, that... I don't know if it's the voice acting. That is a fucking character. Like, he just fits the role of, like, the patriarch. Like, you don't want to fuck with this guy because you'll end up dead. Where is the church? Okay.
Were you thinking about Galena too? And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states? Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me. Compared to the scale of this entire country, New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like when we were driving up I-15. It was a mirage, a TV.
Yep. Cut me off.
Hey, Agent York. Just so you know, dealing with Pastor Sanders is gonna be a big pain in the butt.
A big pain in the butt?
That's what I said. But I guess you have no choice but to obey your oracle, huh?
That's right. Have to listen to the skeletal gentleman. Just park our car right in the yard. This is the Deep South.
I don't like hospitals.
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut 'em up, and then they try and act like they're your friends. Something ain't right about that, you know? It goes against the laws of nature. Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
I think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
This is Lucare.
That's gotta be the
You need to watch
stylish
where you're going, or someone
Professor
might end up
R.
tripping you.
Right?
Zach, it's her. The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
Oh god, not this guy.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of
I'm
me?
in the middle of a
bit of
murder
hurry right now.
investigation here.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I.
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful. The Lord hungers. 1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy?
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans,
The Lord never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna be a pain in the butt.
But Zack and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord
Do we, though?
hungers.
I mean,
Come
do
on,
we?
hurry it up. We need to go.
Well, Zack, I don't know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
He just wants us to do his grocery shopping for him, right? Buy a can of Spam at Melvin's. Order red beans and rice at Alexis's diner. And buy canned spinach at Urzuli Freda. Well, that seems like a lot of pointless running around. So let's see, Melvin's is probably the closest. It's the sheriff's office. If he's open. He should be, right? And then I guess go to Urzuli Freda's. Once we get through that. There we go. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Honestly, it's probably just quicker to ride the skateboard. Sheriff's office is closed.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know,
What?
the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station
Ah.
after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then, but this one looks a lot smaller than the Aerial Lift Bridge. Its smaller size was most likely chosen due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal bridges' base heights are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them. But I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as Louisiana goes, it appears that they've built mobile bridges over most of the bayous. Fascinating, isn't it, Zack? So many different types of bridges. I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
Fascinating. More curious about the guy with the tongues, though? That was... A lot of these cases that he has solved sound crazy. Can of Spam, $2.64.
Mr. York. Spam, huh? You a pot of meat kind of guy?
Not really.
No, Melvin. I've simply gotten myself tangled up in a little mess.
Lord Hungers.
Oh, I get it. Mr. York. The Lord hungers, right?
Yes, apparently the Lord is starving, and I'm a lamb with no sense of direction. Hey, want to talk about bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge over water in the entire world.
I am not going the right way. Oh, just going to the map. Cancels him talking. That's a shame. I wanted to hear more about bridges. Oh my god, a pedestrian. He's actually walking on the sidewalk. And then I think we were getting the spinach from here, right? Gotta go to the diner and buy some beans or something. Ugh. Man, tired today.
Do you carry any canned goods here?
Canned goods? The vermin of the grocery store? Nay, I think not.
Understood, Mirror. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. Yes, I can see it. I can see the canned good thou seeketh.
How intriguing.
Okay.
Well then, where is the canned good I seek?
In a place where no man could ever peddle it.
I see. In a place where it can't be bought from a person. Got it, Mirror.
'Twas but a trifle. For the Lord hungers, doth he not?
Zach, it's in a vending machine.
Oh god.
It appears that God wants us to go on a wild goose chase all around town.
I have to go searching vending machines now? Great.
Thou. Verily.
Dang, I still can't create any charms, can I? Nope.
I can see thou hath discovered the very...
Doesn't let me use the things yet, but I have a charm. Maybe I have to make one first. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. So now I have to search random ass vending machines. Find some spinach. For the pastor at the church, because God told me I had to. For essentially no reason, because I don't even need the pastor's help, do I? Excellent. Okay, well. Oh, and then I have to go to the diner. I guess just keep my eyes open for some vending machines. I know there's one in the hotel. But then I have to sit through 2 loading screens of Doom just to check it. See what Alexis has got going on with these beans. I'm sure I won't be able to just walk in and buy them. That would be too easy. She's not here. Oh, there she is.
Ugh, the air out there don't feel right today. You feel it too, honey? Oh, coming right up, honey. I'll put my heart and soul into it.
She doesn't have what I need.
Alexis, could I have some red beans and rice?
Oh, my Lord. Sorry, honey, but no can do.
Why?
We only serve red beans and rice on Mondays.
Are you serious?
That's a meal you eat when you're busy, like folks usually are on Monday.
You're telling me you can't go in the back and crack open a can of red beans for me?
It's been a tradition here in Louisiana for as long as I can remember.
So that I could solve this murder.
Wait, honey,
Because
don't
God
tell
told me to come and buy some
You're the
beans.
Oh.
Tradition, Zach. This is it. The Deep South.
Nah, the Deep South, yeah.
Louisiana. We need to obey tradition here and come back on Monday.
Isn't it like fucking Tuesday? It's Wednesday. So I have to wait almost an entire week to come back here. Sweerie, you son of a bitch. Padding out your game with arbitrary bullshit time limits doesn't make your game better. Doesn't even really make it longer. It just makes it tedious as fuck. Now I'm gonna have to sleep for like 5 days straight so that I can come back here and buy some beans. But that's after I find the spinach from a vending machine in God knows where. Oh, it marked the vending machines on my map. Maybe that was always there, but I just now noticed it. So there's one over this way.
I think we've got the wrong vending machine. Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay. Take a right, and then a left, and then straight on down the road.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
Pedestrian damages? Are you for real?
Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else. Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay, there's another one down this road.
One lollipop, 2 lollipops, 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up. This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
Is this gonna be the one? Oh shit. You back. Get back, you beasts. He's on a car.
Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else.
Who puts spinach in a vending machine anyway? There it is. Thank God.
Zach, we finally found our can of spinach. Look, Zach. Even this vending machine is managed by Clarkson Food Delivery Services.
Good for you. It says on the top of the vending machine. Good for you.
But who in their right mind would sell canned goods in a vending machine in the middle of nowhere? I only hope that it's not expired.
No, you know what? I hope it is expired. I hope he chokes on it. For giving me such a bullshit fetch quest. Okay, so I can't finish that until Monday. I have to wait till Monday to get the fucking beans. So let's try the farm, I guess.
One lollipop, 2 lollipops, 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up. This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach? Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag, buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from person to person until it finally fell right into our lap. Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down Saint Rouge. We can't let this chance pass us by, can we, Zach? We need to find some sort of clue before this southern sun melts it all away.
I thought we found out about Lisa's murder from David when we were at the hotel. Right? Because York didn't know about it until he mentioned it.
This is the Deep South. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me.
Okay. Ow.
Okay, Zach. It's time to put our skills to the test.
Okay. Oh no! Well, shit.
Well, Zach, it seems as if we've reached an impasse. I'm afraid we won't be able to proceed any further like this.
Lucari Tiger to DC Eagle? Is everything alright?
Hello, Melvin. Sadly, my darling just gave out on me.
Your darling? You mean...
Yes, that's right. My beloved skateboard. I know the chances are slim, but do you happen to know of any establishments in town that can repair skateboards? Please, I hope this doesn't offend you. Neither Zach nor I would ever dare to assume that a remote country town like this would have a skateboard shop in it. But perhaps you have at least one eccentric who likes to tinker with them in their spare time.
I know just the person. Double bass player by night, trick master by day. God blessed her with 2 talents, and her name is Emma Sanders.
Emma?
That's right. She's Pastor Sanders' adopted daughter, and was also Lise Clarkson's best friend.
Oh.
Emma really knows her stuff. She's got tools and a mountain of parts.
Oh, that must be the... Yeah, we saw her garage with all the skateboards in it earlier when we were putting that alligator statuette in that old lady's yard.
Melvin. Zach, I never thought we'd find our very own skateboard mentor out here in the sticks. Let's head straight to Emma. What is it, Zach? Why didn't I just ask the sheriff to tow away the old cars? But isn't it obvious? I want to overcome this obstacle using my own strength. In fact, I want to soar over it.
Get your skateboard repaired by Emma. And you know what that means, right? And it's all the way up here. Oh my god. I can't use the skateboard because it's broken, right? So I have to run the entire way there. Yup. Deadly Premonition 2, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Sweary. I mean, I get it. This game didn't have the budget of the first game. Then just leave all this shit out and just go like just full bore into the story and just leave out all this side stuff and the lackluster combat that barely exists and the time sink of just sleeping 7 days in a row so that you can get an item to turn in for a quest that has nothing to do with the story. Instead of making me run 10 miles to get a skateboard repaired so I can go up a ramp. Ugh. At least I can use the wyvern thing to get partway there. I mean, take me from there up to Alexis's, and then I'll only have to run like 5 blocks instead of 20. But still. Okay. I need to go this way. Off we go, I guess. And I'm glad your stamina goes down so fast. Patty still with me? Maybe she can at least...
So you clearly love TV shows, but...
There we go.
What about movies?
Movies? We don't even have a movie theater around here, so I can only watch what I manage to catch on TV.
Like what?
For some reason, the only movie channel we get at home is the sci-fi one. So I just watch a lot of sci-fi.
Like what? What's the last one you saw?
The one with Schwarzenegger, where there's all these clones.
The Sixth Day, 2000. Directed by Roger Spottiswoode. You must be very well versed in sci-fi if you can appreciate an Arnold S. film.
I thought it was way too easy for them to make more clones. And you'd never see a clumsy investigation like that on CSI.
That's right. It's realistic. Everything about that film is so realistic. It may be difficult for a child to understand. But, Patty, that's not your fault. All of Arnold S.'s films are filled with hyper-realism, you know. On top of that, Roger Spottiswoode is a director who excels in dealing with hardcore subject matter. Turner and Hooch, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Each film features one of the toughest tag teams you'll ever find. I can see why it's beyond you, though.
No, what I'm trying to say is, Schwarzenegger's character was just a pilot, right? Why was he so strong?
It's okay, Patty. You don't need to try and act like an adult to impress me. I didn't understand the charm of Arnold S. films when I was your age either. You need to take your time and slowly reel the film in. Do that, and Arnold S. will greet you with a big, warm smile.
Whatever, just stop calling him Arnold S., okay?
Yeah, that is kind of aggravating.
She's at a sensitive age. We both know full well that this is the official way to refer to the film star, but she isn't used to it, so it's bothering her. When in Rome, Schwarzenegger will greet you with a big, warm smile. Zach, my mouth feels weird. How many fingers do you think we'd need to count the number of people who actually call him Schwarzenegger? We'll just have to stomach it for her sake, Zach. Patty, we're investigating here. I think it's about time we cut the chit-chat and got back to work.
What? You're the one who brought it up, and you hardly even let me say anything.
Nobody refers to him as Arnold S. Emma's Skateboard Workshop.
Hey, Agent York. I feel like someone's in there. Let's go and see.
Huh? What do y'all want? I'm kind of busy here.
Emma Sanders.
Hi there. Are you Emma?
Yeah. Who are you?
Francis York Morgan. I'm an FBI special
You can call
agent.
me York.
Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York? So, what does the FBI want with little old me?
Her
I
shirt
already
just
told
says
the police everything I
baptized.
know about Lise.
Emma, I haven't come here to talk to you about Lise. Although I suppose it's sort of connected in a way. My darling is broken, and I need you to fix her.
You call your board your darling? I never heard that one before. All right, let me see it. I'll try and assess the damage.
The truck just fell off. It takes like 5 seconds to fix that.
I replaced all your trucks, wheels, and gave you some brand new deck tape. Also, you were missing a tail guard, so I put one on for you. That way you should be able to do a few tricks here and there without any risk of damage. Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful, Emma.
The wheels were scraped down and the base plate screws were all about to fall out. Oh, and the axles were also warped. It was pretty much in critical condition. Now, what I want to know is, how did it get that way?
Well, my car was stolen on my way here from Houston. So, I switched over to my darling and rode her here instead.
You know, you're crazier than you look.
And you look pretty crazy. That dopey smile
Emma,
he does.
Would you mind answering another crazy question for me? I want to use this board to soar, literally.
Like an
Would you
eagle.
mind teaching me a trick that would allow me to do so?
You mean you want to do a Wally? Ooh, well, I'd be happy to teach you how, but it's too cramped in here. Oh, I know where we should go. You want to learn too? You sure? Seems like you're interested. Whatever. I know you're just gonna come along anyway. So you should at least learn the basics.
Oh, Patty's gonna learn how to skate. Complete the skateboard course and learn how to wally. Abandoned factory.
Okay, Agent York. Now we should have enough room to practice. I'll show you how it's done first, then you just practice till you learn how to do it, okay?
You just did an ollie off of a ramp. What? You learned how to do a wally. A wally is an important trick that lets you use kicker ramps to jump over tall obstacles. Oh boy.